How's it going, everybody? It's your buddy Chris. Feeling a little rough today. We did our first edition of the Drunken Diz Twits last night, our YouTube live stream. Anyways, it's fun if you want to watch it. Doing a road trip today, and like any red-blooded Canadian, I gotta stop here first. Tim Hortons, doing a Canadian adventure. Can't be without this. Canadian adventure, eh? Off to the Columbia Icefields today. We're gonna go on a big, huge truck that's got, I don't know, you'll see it. It's like a big 6-wheeler machine. We're gonna drive on a huge glacier. Let's go see the glaciers while they still exist. Yeah, they're melting. And honestly, we don't really ask for much, just people drive the speed limit. If you want to drive slower than the speed limit, you need to move to the right. Someone up there just feels that they don't need to pull over and they're just blocking it for everybody else. You were doing the Drunken Diz Tweets live vlog last night, and all my American friends were kind of laughing about our Tim Hortons obsessions in Canada. But you know, this cost me like $2. It would be like, I'm sure this is over $6 at Starbucks. So, yes.
That's Canadian.
That's Canadian dollars too. So, it's a huge difference for it's coffee.
See anybody braking until I decided to get in this lane.
And then everyone just hammered their brakes. There's a cop, someone pulled over up here. And I don't know what, everyone is overreacting massively instead of just calmly driving past. But the nice part is when Charmaine slammed on the brakes, she held me back like that. So much safer now. That would have totally held me back. There is no way this person was pulled over for speeding, because there's no way you can. I'm hoping he was pulled over for driving super slow.
Is it a red Explorer?
It is not a red Explorer. Okay, just a little helpful hint for anyone who is not aware. You need to slow down when you're passing a police car on the side of the road, but you don't have to go 20 kilometers an hour. Okay, this is a massive overreaction.
Well, but we don't know that until we get there.
Well, let's see. That's my guess. It's possible that there's a moose on the road or a bear somewhere, but I think it's just everyone completely overreacting to that situation. Those are the Three Sisters Mountains. What are the three mountains of the Three Sisters called?
Hope, faith, and charity.
Oh, very good. Check this out. It's like, I need to put something in the garbage, but you need to put a foot pedal because we're in bear country. You know, we're in the mountains. There's bears. There's avalanches.
Cougars.
Cougars. There's all kinds of scary things, but the thing that I think I'm most afraid of that we're going to do
is to eat that.
Is eat this food from 7-Eleven. I like how it says this is Canada's favorite brand. I have literally never seen this before in my life. Oh my god. The person just stopped dead in this lane because they realized they're in the wrong lane. It's not like there's not signs for the last 20 kilometers telling you, but it's a busy day in Banff. Busy, but we're passing through. No campfires, everybody. Danger. Extreme risk. In fact, you can see smoke. not as bad as it's been, but everything is pretty hazy because of the smoke.
Bam! The sound your head makes when it hits the rock. Bam!
We're about to go through a tunnel, but it's a little different type of tunnel because this is an overpass for animals. Go on the highway and get hit by cars. Up in the distance you can see...
I think that used to be called Eisenhower.
Yes, that's right. It used to be called Mount Eisenhower. And when they changed the name to Castle Mountain. But that is what it's referred to as now. Castle Mountain. Many years ago, probably more than 15 years ago, me and a couple friends loaded up our backpacks with as much beer as we could carry with the idea to climb this mountain. If I recall, I made it to above the tree line and my friends continued on. I found a really nice spot where I was looking out over the valley. I remember watching a helicopter flying below me. It was very cool, but it was February. It wasn't the smartest thing we have ever tried to do. Although it's not the dumbest either. That's another story. Because it was February when we did this hike, and me being a rather larger fellow compared to my friends, there's a lot of snow. It was frozen on the top. About a couple inches of ice, maybe not quite that much. It was enough of a crust that my friends could just tippy-toe right across it like nothing, and I went through it with every step that went up to probably up to my thighs. Every step. It was hard, but I think they did make it up to the top. And I just chilled out. It was actually a really nice day, even though it was February. It was warm. It was one of the reasons why we decided to go. Just trying to zoom in on the area where I gave up. Somewhere up there. Some three-wheelers. No, one three-wheeler. And a bunch of guys with, probably their camping gear with them. Caught up on your bear sightings.
What is it? Is it a bear?
What are you looking at, people? Just the view? Gotta be more to it than that. I don't think it is.
People over here.
Why? Just because?
Yeah.
It is a beautiful spot to look at the glacier.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I guess that's why.
Bye.
Yeah.
See, that's not dye. It's au natural.
one of the most beautiful places in the world, no question. This is obviously a big tourist place, and I think people are just so amazed by the scenery they stop
completely
paying attention.
Get that, but keep your freaking hands on your
bicycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. Like this guy too. Has he got his hands on, or is he just pedaling no hands? No hands. Man, just I guess that's what you have to do if you're a highway bike person. Well, these guys are coming right onto the highway. You have to just sort of put out in your mind that there are these cars, otherwise, and I couldn't do that. It's my problem. I would be in a state of exhaustive anxiety because every car that drives by I think is going to take me out.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of spooked with them.
Yeah, that's not safe.
But he was
hands-free. You make one little mistake and you're going, yeah, wipe out in front of a car and you're dead. I wonder if people who come here from like the UK, or even if you came here from Florida, if you would really notice the difference in oxygen because of the elevation. No, we're pretty high. Yours are popping like crazy, are yours? Yeah. We're getting very high. It's like it's similar to the Matterhorn. What's going on now? Probably a wildlife. This person's got his hazard on. He's not even off of the highway. Try not to swear, honey. I'm filming. For fiddlesticks' sakes.
Darn it. What are we looking at?
What do we see?
Going on?
Everyone's looking, so we may as well look too. Yeah. Excuse me, what time do they schedule the grizzly bear?
Let's just pull over.
We'll just all pull over.
Randomly somewhere.
Yeah. One person pulls over, and then everyone pulls over because everyone thinks.
You can just stand there with your camera and see how many other people stop.
Yeah, that would be an interesting experiment.
It's like gluing a toonie to the sidewalk.
Let's not talk about that story. Seriously, like you can't flow 30 kilometers an hour just because you're passing a guy on a bike. Why don't you see what's going on? You're not turning in there. I understand it's beautiful and you should be observing, but you've got to go the speed limit, people. And the guy in the Kia he should have passed him a bunch of times. Now, makes us need to pass two cars at once. You pass them like a boss. I should have filmed that. Spectacular. Absolutely amazing. We're so lucky to live this close. So we're gonna make this big crazy turn, and then we're gonna go up big time. We're gonna be majorly popping our ears as we go up this mountain. This is awesome. amazing mountain peaks. So this is the Trailhead. It's about a 1 kilometer hike and takes you right up to the glacial ice. Wow, what an incredible place. I really need to come here more often. Wow. Let's get this show on the road. I don't know if you can see this or not, but way up there, there's these big bus kind of truck things. They're so teeny compared to the glacier. That's where we're going. Just about to check in. And we're going on an adventure to a glacier. So here we are in this big visitor complex. And we're looking for tour departures. So we have 2 tours we're doing today. We're doing the Glacier Adventure and the Glacier Skywalk. So yeah, I don't know. Got my tickets here.
Okay. Excellent. You can head right this way.
All right, thank you. King of the Lion. King of the Lion. Whoa, check this out. Very cool. We got our fast pass. So fun to be doing vacation stuff. So, a very short little bus ride, like basically just kind of where we were just before they drove us back over here. Oh, I see now. They're going to take us up the mountain a little bit further. And that's where we're going to get on our Glacier Explorer vehicles. That's some glacier fresh water. So we're going in. Look at this thing. It's a beast.
So we're going to have to take a very steep road. In fact, one of the steepest commercial roads in North America. So I'm going to pull right up to the edge here. 200 meters you go forward, you go down 32 meters.
Here we go.
Ice at the turnaround point where you're going to exit the Ice Explorer is 265 meters, or just under 900 feet thick. So you can see this puddle here, that other Ice Explorer just drove through it. Now we're going to drive through it as well, and it's no coincidence that this water is here. We have put it here, and the reason we do that is so that we can clean the tires of the Ice Explorer of all the mud that we pick up while we're on the lateral moraine. Anyone who's worn a dark shirt on a hot sunny day knows that dark colors absorb the sun's heat. So we don't want to carry any mud out onto the glacier because we would simply accelerate the melt, and we want to limit our impact as much as possible, and washing the tires is a very simple, easy thing we can do to do just that. Now I told you I would give you a better idea of just how deep the Athabasca Glacier used to be. So if you look off to your left, you see there the lateral moraine. All the way up there, you see that ridge of dirt. The Athabasca Glacier used to be all the way up to the top of that lateral moraine. So we have lost a lot of ice. Now, if you continue looking off to that side, you can actually see 2 glaciers. That one up there you can see to our left is Double A Glacier, named so because it's between Mount Athabasca, just beside us, and Mount Andromeda, a little off to the front. The glacier that's growing inside Mount Andromeda, of course, is named Andromeda Glacier. Now, they're both alpine glaciers because they grow where in the alpine ecoregion. And when the Athabasca Glacier would have been all the way up to the top of the lateral moraine, they would have connected to it, and they would have been tributary glaciers, feeding their ice into the Athabasca and helping it grow. They're no longer connected, of course, because of how far they've receded. The crevasses. And a crevasse is formed when the ice around moves at a different rate. So in this instance, it's falling down a cliff. We also have what are called millwells out on the glacier, and a millwell is when water drills a hole down through the glacier. And they can often go all the way to
Those were the wear shoes for here. Did you see her shoes? She's wearing high heels. High heels. Didn't you read the brochure? Amazing, because there's parts of it are clear. How far down this goes? Hundreds and hundreds of feet. 900 feet. Look at this. Here are the ice falls. 900 feet thick of ice. And it's incredible. If you're coming to the Canadian Rocky Mountains, this has got to be one of the places you've got to put on your list. But I think you can go on it. There are pathways down there. I do see people on the ice. Let's go see. Not a sight you see every day. This is so awesome. Just keep coming. Well, pretty darn amazing. Look at this thing. It's huge. What do you think? Crazy. I don't think it's that cold. I remember when we came here 20 years ago-ish, it was really windy. Yeah, but we walked up the glacier before. I know years ago we walked up it. Just pure blue. Just the way the light refracts through it. It's incredible, but even here up close, you can see the blue. If it was a sunny day, it would really be spectacular, but when it's sunny, it almost glows blue. Yeah, this is truly one of the most spectacular places in Canada that I've been. Without a doubt. We will be, we're gonna head back to our bus, and then we're gonna do the Glacier Skywalk. Really looking forward to that. Don't fall in the crevasse. They're in the crevasse. King of the bus, queen of the bus. Charmaine does not like to be late.
Some black. It looks like there's little tiny black pyramids out there. So that is called cryoconite. And cryoconite can be found on every major glacier throughout the globe. And it's a mixture of carbon and, in our case, ash. And it does build up on every glacier. And of course, it's black, so it does absorb the sun's heat, and it can help to accelerate the melt of the glacier. The color that everyone seems to care about the most is the blue. So why is the ice blue? That's a very good question. So it's the same reason why the sky is blue. So as light comes down from the sun, the ice absorbs the longest wavelengths of light, the oranges, the yellows, the reds. But it refracts, not reflects, refracts the shorter wavelengths of light, and blue happens to be one of the shortest wavelengths of light. Now, that's a very young lake, and if you have a look at it, you can see there's a slight green color to it. Has anyone been to Moraine Lake, Lake Louise, Peyto Lake? Yeah, so you've seen that nice turquoise green color. So that is due to what we call rock flour. So as a glacier moves along the rocks, it grinds them up into a very fine powder, and that's what we call rock flour. So that's carried by the meltwater into the lakes and rivers around here. And much like the glacier, it refracts the shorter wavelengths of light. It's not made of ice though, so it does tend to refract the green light more than the blue light, and that's why our lakes have that sort of green turquoise color to them. Now, I don't suggest you drink water that has rock flour in it. It is a natural laxative, and you'd have a very bad day after that. The glacier water is fine because it's from the surface, there's no rock flour in it, and it's just coming from that pure ice. The rock flour comes from underneath the glacier, so I drink the glacier water all the time. It's what keeps us young. I'm actually 72.
Hello. Cool.
Hello.
Charmaine got one of the audio tours. Mine was in Chinese. Oh well.
It makes it more interesting.
I guess I could have been learning Chinese at the same time. You hear these waterfalls from all the way up here. That's where we're going. It has a glass floor. So amazing. Yeah, you can. You can feel it moving. Which it's designed to do.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
What's kind of weird is you can actually feel the bridge kind of bouncing up and down, but it's super strong. Like, it's like apparently a couple of airplanes could hang off of this thing. Like, super over-engineered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing.
But still, it's pretty freaky. All that water just straight off of that glacier. I guess so. Ah! It's pretty spectacular.
Toboggan?
Oh yeah, skis. $22 million for this? In 7 years. 5 of it was just all of the environmental impact. Exit through the gift shop. There we go. That's $40 for this one. That's kind of nice. $40 for this one. More socks. Very nice. Bigfoot socks. You'd think, right? But I bet you it doesn't come in a size 13. 25 bucks. Seems like a lot.
One size fits most.
Yeah, up to size 12. It's not Bigfoot. False advertising. The adventure begins. It costs $39. And if you forgot to bring a coat, here's your place. $160 for a BOGO. Oh, really? I guess that's not that bad. No Canadian gift shop would be complete without a selection of maple syrup and maple cookies. Lots of pins for you pin collectors. I don't think you can trade these at Disney. How much is this wooden water bottle?
It's not really wooden.
Oh, well, it's not even, is it?
No, it's 35.
35. Well, that was amazing. That was so cool. We're heading home. We're going to stop at a few places along the way. Maybe Lake Louise. I don't know. Let's see. We're coming to Lake Louise from Banff. There is a shuttle bus that comes about every hour. A little more. So that's convenient. If you're staying in Lake Louise, or if you're staying in Lake Louise and you want to go to Banff, or you're in Banff and you want to come to Lake Louise.
Round trip.
It's a pretty good deal. And here we are. Amazingly beautiful Lake Louise. Well, I think we got to come out here again sometime and just rent a canoe. I don't remember this being here before, but it has been a while. And just go and canoe out on Lake Louise. I've done this hike a number of times, but again, a long time ago. You can take it almost up to the glacier. It's beautiful. But we have the big giant canoes as well. Kind of like the ones they have at Disneyland. Fabulous Chateau, Lake Louise. It's a very special place for Charmaine and I. It's where we came on one of our first, well,
Ski trips.
Yeah, our first weekends together. It's a long story, but it's a great hotel. Here's the main lobby of the Chateau Lake Louise. beautiful. It's not really over the top, but super nice. I remember having breakfast here. Okay, we're gonna check this place out. Chateau Deli. Sandwiches, salads. Ooh, pretty Canadian money. Yeah, that's what it does. This guy is prepared for hiking. He's got his bear spray, and I don't know if you can hear the little bells. Those are called bear bells, and we wear them when we go camping in bear country so that they'll hear us, and then they'll get away. Because most times things go bad with bears is when you sneak up on a bear. They don't hear you coming. Otherwise, they'll move out of your way. You won't even know they were there. Well, like the professional vlogger that I am, I totally forgot to do an outro. Yeah, it was a fantastic day. Got home. It was about a 12-hour trek from Calgary through all those tours, and then back home again. We grabbed a pizza and ate it and went to bed. We're backed. But thank you for watching. This is your buddy Chris from the Holy Moly. Hit the like button if you liked it, and definitely subscribe. It's totally free. Thanks for watching. See you next time from the Holy Moly.